Hello, all you delightful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Chomper's Car Adventures, also known as Lost in Chaos Scar, Season 2, Episode 10, Advice from Across Time. This is one of our Pokemon tabletop RPGs using our custom Scar system for stories and creatures in alternate realities. Just a quick note, everybody. Stream Raiders Dungeons mode is live again. It is a rapid-fire mode for Stream Raiders that we will be running as soon as we get into the game a little bit, so pay attention for that, please. But for now, we'll go ahead and start with introductions, beginning with our storyteller, Enja.
Hello and good day. I will be your storyteller for this evening, Enja Lumerias. I play the allies, I play the enemies, and I orchestrate all manner of events that you'll see unfolding before you today. But for now, let us move on to Rex Strider.
Hi, Rex Strider here, Utah Raptor Game Showcaser, Dick, and Car sometimes, beep. But today I'll be playing a Fuecoco doll named Chomper. I love my friends. Somebody's yelling. But yes, I will do the best I can to get through this crazy world that wants us to be evil and bad and whatnot, when I just want to live and be happy and be silly and handle a lot of trauma. I'm going to pass it off to a good friend of mine named Raharu.
Hello everybody. I'm Raharu, and I'm going to be playing Paz, the solo water type Sobble. Although at the moment in the story, I am his alter ego Wade, and we got a lot of revelations last session, and I am looking forward to see what else we uncover today. On to you, Rob.
Hello, I am ArchineerRob. I shall be playing Scruff, the ground ice type Swiner. Had just a little minor bit of a meltdown last session, and who is currently the zenist of love. I believe I said the zenist of loaves, the very zenist of loaves, also known as unconscious in the library somewhere.
Max Zen.
Max Zen, yes. Yes, positive spin and all that. Now on to Razim.
Hello, everyone. I am Razim, and I am playing as Nim, the psychic fairy type lichen rock. Traveler from another realm. And off to you, Vane.
Hello, I am Talderis, and I'll be playing Vane, the dark flying type Murkrow, who for once in his life really wished that he was wrong, but even then he couldn't be wrong.
All right, and now we'll turn the recap over to Calti.
Oh boy. Where do I start? Well, 10,000 years ago.
Oh god! You gave it the time, God! Time, Lord. The time, baby.
Oh, you want something more concurrent? Alright. 50 years from now.
50 years from now.
Why are you looking at me like this? I really don't understand. What second do you want me to begin at?
The one where the last session started, please.
Yes. Well, I wasn't present myself, but what I heard was that that you were heading home, and some of you were talking to Noah and came upon a number of revelations. Following that, a series of quakes caused quite the mess as Noah attempted to do something. I do believe. It didn't go well because the first time you'd lifted them up, the Swinub had a pretty bad time and asked to not be brought up, only for another quake to be happening, and true to his word, he did not lift. Unsure if that was a good choice or not, though. Because he properly freaked out. And then, upon trying to retrieve him, freaked out more, probably because he was suddenly being assaulted by something type-effective from above. Ill-conceived. But, following this, he was grabbed and teleported to a safe place somewhere in the library. I also do believe that the parasite manifested itself, but how fortunate that someone had a type-effective move. Vane did some investigating. There are hints that potentially it was a deity responsible. Who can say, really, which one it was? But now we're all happy together, all the way back, and I definitely didn't spill anything that was concerning or confidential after intense questioning by Vane in front of the rest of his friends. No, not at all. And that will be the.
I find the most hilarious part, the
Ominous.
last part.
You know, it might not have been so much of a problem if you didn't decide to leave the private conversation we were having.
If only you just told Vane what he asked, you would be not in pain.
I think he'd still be in pain, but much less so.
That is how that works. And we're kind of like current in the exact last thing that happened was I believe Chomper was giving Calti another second big hug, this time with gusto.
Calti kind of had a bit of a yelling thing about why isn't it ever enough for Vane?
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, that's not really how Vane operates.
Not
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Do, 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 do. You get the first 11 hug.
Oh boy. What a powerful embrace.
Oh God. What the hell are those both?
This roll is how hard I can hug you. Beware. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
9?
8, 9, 10, 9, I think, unless I can't count.
I think it's 9.
I am hugging you with the intention of hugging 2 people. So you're getting twice the hug power now because I didn't hug you twice as hard last time.
Be careful then, Chomper. If you go too hard, you may end up dislocating your ribs again.
I just did. Anywho.
Yes, because yes, revelations upon revelations. The most powerful person in the world that is not a deity is the combination of 2 children that are currently present in the room.
Thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a paradox or anything. That's not
at all. If Chomper would have hugged Kaza and Noah, oh god, would that make them fuse? And hug them so hard they fuse?
No, I don't think so.
Well, if those 2 become Calti, the Calti in front of you might cease to be. You know, maybe why he doesn't want them to do that.
That is true. Bear where Chomper is hugging.
Chomper is definitely par bear somewhere.
Yeah. To go into the scene, unless you had something you want to go and start with, Chomper's just literally hugging you and kind of whispering like sorries, and you went through all of that. All of that. Try to find a good end to all of this.
That's why I didn't want to tell you. Nothing good comes from this. as he is awkwardly returning the embrace, as Espions are like 2 feet tall. So
Well, I mean,
oversized, actually.
yeah, I'm about to say because Chopper's pretty small himself. He's like only like 3 something. He's a Totodile size, just a little bigger. Look that up. Feel free to, because I really don't. I just know he's small. So, you're Kaza and Noah. You've had them inside you the whole time, and you've been friends with all of us before.
Yes and no. I've also been your enemy.
Yeah. And I know how that can kind of feel sometimes too, to feel like you're not friends with your friends. But you still care about us, right? I mean, you're here, right?
Yes. Yes, I do. But also, I kinda remembered a lot of things not too long ago. Still trying to deal with that, but and he's looking over to Kaza and Noah. It's like,
So
This must-
Chomper follows your eyes to Kaza and Noah, and while Chomper wants to keep hugging you, they're like the processing is not fast enough to how hard this is going. As he looks over at Kaza and Noah, he looks back at you. That means everything you've been going through, or at least a lot of it, Kaza and Noah also has had to go through as well. And
not
you've been doing this yourself.
well. Time's not quite a loop like that. No, they will not. Ideally, do what I did, as I am not exactly a culmination of those two. You see, when I fused, that was way in the past, when they didn't exist. I technically classify as a new entity. Ergo, unless they merge, nothing's gonna happen.
Why did you fuse to begin with?
Also, also you fused in the past. I
Yeah.
thought you came from the future.
Nah.
Well, we shared a body for a time because a thing happened. Following that, more bad things happened in a worse timeline. Then we copied Dialga's powers, but couldn't do it very well, and we went so far back in the past that the guild wasn't even a twinkle in a Bulbasaur's eye.
Oh, so
We still weren't used by then. So after a few unsuccessful attempts, we decided we were just gonna live it out until we got back to this point. And then at some point, we just sorta did it, and we stopped being 2 people.
On the plus side, I think it was probably your powers trying to protect you from not unexisting yourself.
Maybe.
perhaps.
I've been through a lot.
Trying to copying the
I am also a culmination of your weaknesses. I can't remember shit. As he's looking to Noah, almost in a fury.
copying Dialga's. So it is Noah's side that's making you forget about all this stuff.
Do you still
I thought it may have been the incomplete possession of the Dialga's powers. Not that I understand them completely myself.
Oh, that would be very difficult on a normal mind, yes.
Jumper's trying, like, he's fidgeting and trying his best to keep quiet. There's so many questions, so many things going on at once. He's just trying to take notes and keep it down while looking at you, as you mentioned, Noah. Do you still take notes like Noah used to? That help It's helping him keep up with his memory. If that's something that's hurting you, maybe you should take more notes.
That might not be a bad idea, actually.
Do you have notes? The Vane taught me to take notes and journal, and Paz helps me write it. Maybe you need help. Why don't you let us help you, so you're not alone? As Chomper goes quiet and starts thinking about Scruff, who's not with them right now, and there are 4 other people as well that are. As the lone power word hits him, he just kind of goes quiet now and steps back a little bit. Starts going closer to Kaza and Noah.
Noah's going to ask, do my shadows exist for you? Your what? The shadows. Where did they go? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know?
A generous bestowal.
Uh-oh.
Ido Things tipped $10. Zrax Hugrazim hug.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Ido.
Ido, thank you so much for that tip. That is the first tier of the tip goal completed. Thank you for supporting the channel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know where they went. That's bad. You should find them. How? How do I do that?
A generous bestowal.
Here we go.
He tipped $15.
I don't know. Oh boy.
Right, thank you so much for that tip as well. That is the second tier of the tip goal completed.
Yep, that's tip go. Deep cleaning the library. Oh, I find some stuff in the library? I have no idea what this means, but interesting. And now there's a part, almost a part 4.
Well, I suppose you'll find out. You will find out what that means.
Oh, and there's Raharu.
Oh my.
Oh my goodness.
The darkest dungeon.
And part 4.
Raharu 95 tipped $5.
That is
No.
tier 3 completed. On to the
Man.
last tier.
We didn't even get done with the first scene yet.
Thank you for the
y'all.
support, everybody. I hugely appreciate it.
Tip train.
Also,
Tip
I
the
have
train
started.
over.
I have started up the Stream Raiders Dungeons mode. Again, it's a rapid fire mode, so go place your troops, everybody.
Ooh,
Okie dokie.
Okay, so I know that you're able to like do that fill-in thing with the journal that Kaza has. Why don't you just do that for yourself?
Yeah.
That is actually a very good question.
We broke Calti. We found the secret thing that he never thought about. Let's go! He's like,
I
why
mean-
the heck have I not done that?
Who can say really?
that called
Did
you
you-
saying that to us?
Sorry, what?
Oh,
Oh,
Vane asked why he just didn't do the same like journal thing that he's doing for Kaza for himself.
Well, that records events that have happened since its creation, but also, I can't take it with me.
Hi.
I don't take things back with me.
Oh,
Oh,
you don't have to
Oh.
keep your notes. Oh no.
Okay, that's a bit more difficult, but Okay, I guess a little bit of clarification just about how the powers work. Do you stay within the same world when you do the whole timeline thing? Or do you go to a different world?
I do go back to this. I do. It's a rewind, so it is the same world.
Okay, so other worlds aren't affected by the rewind, so why don't you just leave it in a different world for a little bit, rewind, and then go multiverse hopping to go pick up the book again?
I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure if he's capable of doing that with Dialga's power. That would be something more of Pocket's purview.
Well, the thing is, you'd think that this is a branching timeline, but it's actually just forwarding and rewinding to make a different route. If I go forward, I am no longer certain of where I will end up because people continue making branches. And once I go forward, I stop being here. So if I go backwards and then put it there and go forward, it wouldn't fill out because I'm not here.
Oh, no, I'm not saying to do a timeline thing with it. I'm saying, why don't you just leave it in a different world? I mean, Sigmund goes to, or at least used to go to different worlds all the time.
Nim is just rubbing the bridge of his snout. I forgot how annoying it was to deal with time travelers.
Jumper's eyes is kind of cross-eyeing sometime as he's writing notes that have lots of webs.
So, just to be clear, I'm saying not to keep the book in this timeline when you go and travel back and forth, but if the forwarding and rewinding is entirely localized to this world, you could still just leave it in a different world that is completely not affected by the forward and rewinding, so that way the book remains a constant that you could just retrieve at various points in the timeline.
He's then going to ponder, because he is not actually sure if it is localized to this world. He's never experimented like that. And he's going to look over to Nim, or more specifically, the branch that he's carrying. Is it? No. I would not have been blown up so many times. I would have just already been a branch then. Oh. Right.
I
Wait.
don't know.
Wait, you remember? I do. Stare. I exist in many places, and not all of them do reach. So there are places. Yes.
Does this mean that you could just start leaving books with Tree?
Can I do that? You might forget to ask me.
He might, but Tree, you could just volunteer them.
You could also remind him. Also, what are you?
What do you mean?
I'm not entirely sure if Wade has witnessed Tree before. I don't think he has. So.
Yeah, I don't think Wade has met you yet, Tree.
Yeah, who are you guys talking with at the moment?
The branch.
Oh.
My daughter.
Nah, that's his daughter. She's a tree. She used to be a bigger tree, and then she got smoten by God, and now she's a little tree. She's nice.
Oh, wait.
I'm certain our explanation is only helping Wade's confusion.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
Wayne only asked who, not how the fuck this is working. So Vane only answered who.
Okay, another question. What are you guys talking about leaving stuff with Tree?
Tree can transport people across worlds.
Hello.
Oh,
And Tree did just admit that there are places that they can go that Calti's powers do not affect at all. So, we're asking if Calti could just start leaving journals and notes and things for himself with Tree.
mm.
And we don't have to worry about the gods finding out and trying to blow up anything anymore, like the library. I want to make sure
Well,
the
that was
library.
because no one used a veil.
Okay.
That darkness spell, yeah, it prevents crying.
Okay. Well, with that, we can be safe with stuff like this, and Tree can help us and help Calti. From the sounds of it. Nim, but
I
Does that
didn't
sound-
know this was such a problem for you.
There is a.
Calti
Calti is staring, but he looks passively ready to explode.
Explosion. Wade shakes his head. Ah, I do not even blame you for not thinking about this. After all, you do have a problem of general forgetfulness. Unfortunately for you.
Yeah, I thought you were like, well, I just looked at you as someone really, really strong and able to handle it because you seem to do it so easily. But you're just like us. You are us. You're already in our team. You've been just doing this all yourself, with a lot of problems that we all have too.
I am still pondering what your end goal with this time rewind is. But you have said yourself that you don't even remember.
Kaza, Noah, I'm really sorry I haven't been able to help you as much. It's like I'm seeing what could happen to both of you. That's a lot. And Chomper's going quiet as he's really trying to be anything but any kind of helpfulness besides just literally just being sad. He looks over at Calti. Can I try to use my heart sense to maybe get a feel of how you're feeling? That maybe that'll help find something for us that we can help with, or something that I can help with. If that's okay. I can basically hear your heart or emotions. I'm still learning how it works, but I think I'm understanding it slowly.
Okay.
Has this happened
Well.
before?
Yes, and I have learned a few things that I should probably tell you about. For starters, it's more clear the more clear someone's emotions are, but other emotions do have a sound. For bigger feelings, they might come together to make something. Okay.
Anything, Jumper, besides you brought it up. Anything that helps me get be helpful and stronger. I just want to be able to help.
Now,
Do you know anything
here's
that I
the
can do?
thing. Your feelings are also attuned. So, honestly, one of the easiest things to do if you want the clearest possible sound is to try and feel an approximation of what you think they're feeling. I think that might work for you right now, though. As I'm going to send you something in DMs.
Oh boy.
Boy, oh boy.
Oh. That looks cool.
Yes. Give it a listen, why don't you?
I've heard this before.
Ah, very good then. Then you know. As this is curiously easy, almost like he's inviting you in to listen. The song is not good. In fact, it almost seems to be bordering a degree of madness.
Yeah. It's honestly how Chomper's going to approach you, which is pretty dang, it's, if I may, I don't know if this is gonna ruin the balance, the link. But Chomper's already approaching you with the sense of you're not a god. You're basically a Pokemon. You are able to make mistakes, unlike what you would see a DD, just like us, and just like us, and just like how Chomper has been feeling very recently. You may be feeling very much like a failure, or that you have failed, or that you cannot get this right, and it is pounding on you, and it has been constantly hitting you, as well as just in general, like he just empathizes with the idea of you going through all of this and what this could possibly and how this could possibly feel. There's no way Chopper could feel the amount of pain this is, but he knows the feelings. He knows these feelings that you could get to. So, yeah, he's trying to listen more of how from you or your how much
Chomper?
pain you've been going through.
Roll 1d6.
1d6.
Ooh, gamble.
Okay. Man, I really gotta get D6s around here. I don't know where these D6s went. How can I get more dice? Is there like a button?
Okay. In the upper right corner of the screen, there is a dice icon.
Mm-hmm. I see it. Right click.
It's just even or odd, so he could just roll a d10.
Yeah, he can.
I found it. Oh yeah.
Alright, that's a +1 to your next roll.
Nice.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Well, you already gave me the song. Do I still roll for my heart sense, or?
Oh, you don't have to roll this time. He is purposefully making this very easy. But certainly time is just like a carousel ride, spinning round and round and round, and he has no control any longer as everyone is just sneering at him and calling him an idiot for smiling always and being so careless. Some guildmaster, huh? Respected by nobody.
Chomper pulls back and just kind of looks over at Calti. Thank you for trying to make this better. You're trying really hard. And he's going to give a short hug because he kind of feels like he's kind of invaded your space and really like kind of hugged you really hard without really giving you, actual understanding as much. But yeah, they're just going to give you space until you hug back.
He'll hug back a little bit, but the corners of his mouth are certainly twitching like he's ready to laugh.
I hope Am I able to take a break soon? You're going really hard. Really, really hard.
That's hilarious.
Chomper kind of droops a little bit. Let us help you. Any way we can. Try. It seems like you're doing something different right now, right? With all this.
Right.
This is the first time that you ever told whoever party you meet about this whole thing. Is it?
That's just the funny thing. I'm not sure anymore.
Oh, right.
But it
On your-
does feel like it. At least I'm pretty sure. Then again, I wouldn't know if I forgot.
Eddie's just crossing his arms. He's kind of feeling apologetic, even if his expression is kind of terse. I can only imagine what you must be. You must be that power that you and getting from. Not even not entirely sure if that was if the power that was meant for you.
Well, it certainly wasn't gift wrapped, if that's what you're asking.
Of course it wasn't. I am not asking any questions. I do know that there must have been a reason for this entire thing to have happened. But unfortunately, I don't think you can tell us.
No, I don't think I could.
I thought so. Well, now that the cat is out of the bag in this regard, I actually am one. What are we supposed to do with this information? What are we going to do about the world, about these things around us?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all?
Nope.
Wade is just tilting his head.
You were brought here for a purpose that you don't want to fulfill. Ergo,
I wasn't
nothing.
I wasn't brought here by any purpose that I wasn't meant to feel. Paz was. I'm just here by accident.
Correct. You have no purpose. Not here. So, this isn't your fight. This isn't your deal. This isn't even the beginning of your problem.
Calti, do you honestly expect me to be around here in this world and not try to fix as much as I possibly can?
Do you expect me to actually accept that answer? Even if I do not belong in this world, I am here. I am not just going to sit idly by when the world itself is wrong.
My friends are hurting. You're hurting. I'm not gonna just be happy about myself. I can't do that. I want to help you too.
He's going to smile. But Vane, this is the same smile that Kaza has. That same practiced, perfect smile that doesn't even have the slightest hint other than how just naturally it falls into place, as if he's done it 1,000 times or more.
Wade shakes his head.
Wade, Chomper is without words, having an arm over Kaza at the moment as things are clicking.
I get the feeling that the open discussion portion of this is coming to an end, so if anyone wants to say anything now might be a good time.
Open discussion?
What, did you think I was going to let you just run off after this?
A part of me considered it.
You really don't understand the object of your obsession, do you? I've been away for 4 days and I understand him better than you. But
How
I
many
don't blame you.
do I have to tell you about my memory before it sinks in? Unless we just so happen to be brothers in that regard.
No, I'm pretty well aware. And it's just kind of ironically sad. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I do have a question that have been nagging at my head, but not towards you. Actually, want to ask you some, Sigmund.
Yeah, what's up?
You made a passing mention
Joke.
of something called astral. What is that, if you don't mind me asking?
It is the power of divinity. What makes a god a god?
Wait, just gives a nod. Okay, thank you for answering my question.
I mean, I gave it to you in the barest possible terms. If you want more direct information, I could provide.
Perhaps not right now. That is enough for now, unless anybody wants it. Does anybody else want it? Or
I know the very basics from what Sigmund showed me.
very well.
Otherwise, yes, I would be asking.
So what do we do now to stop?
It's yours. It's yours to determine. Quite frankly, there is a big world, but if you don't want to be a part of it, you don't have to be.
That is true. Like he did explain it. He did explain it to us yesterday. If we don't exactly want to be here, world will eventually get.
Not that I'm sure the other ones are suitable. for where you were before.
Say that again.
Then I'm
cut off
sure
for a
the
second.
old ones were suitable for where you were before.
Hmm.
I don't want this world to end.
It won't. I've done this invaders bit plenty.
The invaders are they invaders still a problem you have to deal with? From what I heard, they were dealt a sizable blow.
Reduced to 20%, I believe.
Yes. I've been very diligent over these last 4 months trimming them down. I know all there is to know about them. I've done this little play plenty. Now, granted, it's not always the invaders. It was just them again, this time.
Oh, so can you give us any information on the invaders themselves? Because other than Pokemon invading from another space world, whichever it is, we don't really know anything else about them. At least I don't.
Oh, I could say plenty. Let's see, where do I begin? Oh yes, they were manufactured. How about we start with that?
Manufactured? Like,
Yes, manufactured specifically to bring over to make the world think that it is at risk of being ended.
by
So the legendaries created these invaders in order to be able to summon more of the human Pokemon then.
Yes.
Fucking hate that.
And to that end another world was sacrificed. They're coming here because there's nothing left for them there. No resources, no lives to take, nothing.
You mean they're... I don't like calling them gods. They're not gods. They're not...
Call them the legendaries if you prefer. That is another term for them.
Just to be clear, though, apparently they do have the specific energy that makes up gods, so they are still gods even if you do not wish to worship them.
It's a lot of things I want to call them. It's definitely not either of those. I feel like they're the problem over the invaders anyway. Even before knowing that, I just knew the invaders were dangerous to us, and that the parasites focused on us. Look, I know you've been trying to figure out how to do with the gods already. Is there any... How can we fight gods? Where do we even start?
Well, first off, we don't fight them fair. That's a pretty good starting point.
Yeah, that one... Yeah, I can agree with that. They're definitely not being fair to us.
Oh, I wasn't talking about reciprocity. I'm just talking about because they have extreme amounts of power.
I know. Even with Calti controlling time, it's not enough to make everything right. So more power's not it. Can we...
Also, to be clear, Calti specifically has most of Dialga's powers, not all.
Yeah, but I don't think... Have we tried talking at all to them? Has there been any talking at all?
Well, the end result of me talking with them, after some other actions, has resulted in them and their funny little rules. With the caveat being, as long as they follow their rules, I won't enter heaven. Ever.
Rules.
I stay here, and they stay there.
So the rules aren't arbitrary then.
What exactly are these rules? They have been mentioned quite a few times, but we don't even
Well-
know the first one.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm the only thing that enforces those rules, as I am also the punishment.
You're the punishment?
Or the punishment?
They use.
If they break the rules, and he's going to open his eyes just a little bit, just narrow,
Oh.
malicious slits, then I say hello. They don't come down here because I'm here. They don't like around me.
Honestly, the dog's barking kind of adds to it because, like, they sense the evil. And
Honestly, I was
You're
gonna
scaring them.
agree.
I was about to say the same.
If they come down here, I will unleash the hounds of war.
Birds start flying away. Dogs start barking and howling.
Nah, Vane isn't flying away right now.
No, not you. But yes.
That is exactly what I was thinking. The dogs began, Burden's neighbors just began barking at the perfect time.
They sense the intent. But yeah.
Oh.
Burden's neighbors are Calti's hounds. Excellent headcanon.
You see, I wouldn't say I'm stronger than the gods, but I am definitely better at fighting than they are.
Yeah, but
Vane is going to blink at
Chomper
They're
just like
better.
acknowledges something very hard when you say that. The
You're
fighting.
better
part.
you're better at fighting than the legendaries. Oh my.
Well, you-
Ah!
Do you think? Consider.
Wade, are you okay?
Consider. How much do you think that they fight? A battle that isn't horrendously one-sided. The answer is they don't. They quash bugs. They have never had to try before.
You can see electricity just began gathering around Waze's body as Calti just says that. Ah.
That's why they have people like you. You do that for them.
So they don't deal with anything. I was about to say fighting's not the answer, and I'm hearing about us playing dirty. It sounds like they always play dirty. And they don't even get their hands dirty.
No, it doesn't sound like they play dirty. It sounds like they play lazy.
This
Which
is-
also means that we shouldn't give them the chance to actually, let's say, start getting active again. Because if they actually decide to get active, it'd get a lot worse.
This is all kinds of disgraceful.
Sigmund. Now the cat's a little bit more out of the bag. Are you still gonna? Yes.
Okay, I just need to ask now, what's going on with this? Just, I got a little bit of an explanation, but Tree, how did you manage to get Sigmund this angry?
I told Nim about him. Even though he was saying that he would not, because I want him to be understood so that people could be nice to him and that he might be okay with dealing with them. Poppy is really good.
Looks like
damn,
not.
it went high. Oh no. Vade is just going to like stare at Tree for a second, look over at Nim, and go, "Huh, I guess they are related a bit."
Looks.
Of course, he is my puppy and I love him.
Where is just going to chime in? Looks like not understanding people. It's a bit of an epidemic around these parts.
Unfortunately.
It's hard to understand people when they're not really open. I mean, we just found out about Calti and we had to figure it out.
Well,
Nobody
that's
really
also because
talks.
Calti forgot himself, so.
Yeah, and most of us have problems that we're dealing with, like memory or trauma, and we just got to understand it better if we can. This is a lot. Is Scruff okay? We haven't checked on Scruff in a while. He hasn't even heard any of this.
Oh, he should still be asleep right about now.
Okay. And
You just know that? I can check.
you can check? Who's did Scalti say that?
Yes.
Go for the eyes, boo!
Yimin.
Go
Oh,
for the
boy.
eyes! Rask!
Oh boy.
Alright, let's see this then.
A kind gesture.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Wait, what was that?
I don't know,
It's like
there was
some
no
kinda-
follow-up, it just said
A
a
purchase.
kind gesture.
$15 loot crate, something.
Oh.
Nice. I was waiting for the text chat thing to pop up to show what it was, and it just wasn't anything.
Me too.
Yeah. It popped up in the on the screen. It said loot crate, so I'm guessing something stream loots.
Oh, Humble
Humble
Bundle. Well, thank you
Oh.
so much for that.
Dope. Might be something good in there. I'll go check it out. Anywho.
Real nice.
If you can do it safely and come, well, I don't think I should say anything right now. We're talking to you, and I think we're concerned about you running away. I hope you don't run away. You're not planning to, are you?
I'll get more shit if I do that.
Yes, I will in fact be very upset if I have to track you down.
Great.
Don't
Vane
worry.
tracking me. It'll never end.
Look, I know, Vane, that comes up, but I feel we care about you. We don't want you to keep doing this by yourself.
Boy, I sure do wish I wasn't one of the problems in your already full schedule.
You're not a problem.
Are you sure?
You're
Where
a
does-
friend that's hurting. Don't call yourself that, please.
Wade is going to shake his head. You might be difficult to speak, but I am definitely not going to call you a problem anymore. Not after all of this.
I'm curious. Do you still have it? The badge, or is that a timeline thing? That's not how this works, is it? You never got the badge, did you? Did I ever give you one? A BF badge? Colton?
Even if he got it, he said himself that he doesn't bring stuff with him when he rewinds.
Oh yeah, that's
Yep.
right.
And in addition, considering how he's especially predisposed towards me, but not any of you, it also might be the case that, considering that the actual group changes from existence to existence, or timeline to timeline, however you want to call it, iteration? I'm going to say iteration. It changes from iteration to iteration. So, it probably wasn't this same group.
You know
It's
what?
true.
I got
If
an
I were-
idea.
If I were to explain it, it's like all of you are in a grab bag, and they just pick a location and grab like 4 to 6 people at a time. Consider it like a gotcha, even.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh no! It's RNG.
And it looks like, in the God's perspective, I think Vane would be a 5-star.
What the hell?
I have
Hmm.
no context for this, but I guess so
I'm
long as
sorry.
someone
I've
understands.
talked to so many human Pokemon. Wait,
I still
you
the
hate
term.
that term.
Yes, I do.
Chosen Pokemon.
It is patently incorrect. We have Wade and Paz right here. They
Wade.
were not a human in a previous life. It makes no sense to call them human Pokemon.
Wade gives a wave.
They patently were not humans. Why would the term be used to describe them?
I missed this, and yet I also hate it.
You missed what?
How pedantic you are about these little things.
Weren't you just complaining about how nothing was ever good enough for me?
Yes.
It doesn't mean it hurts less, Vane.
However, it does give me something to focus on. An impossible goal.
Are you sure? Are you sure you should be? Are you sure? Is that something you should be focusing on?
I have nothing else.
Hey Noah,
Yes. Or
Can you-
Noah's just like, yeah. He's like, he's not so sure about this Calti dude much. Or
could you do me a small favor? Could you make another copy of that BFF badge I gave you? Still have it, right?
It's a
Fix
small
it.
metal clacking on the floor.
Picks it up. Thank you, Noah. Gives a brief hug. It's tight for a moment. Moves away. Goes to tree.
A smug
Do-
face.
Do you have a way to hold on to this?
I can find somewhere for.
Okay. And Chomper's gonna give the badge to Tree while looking over at Calti. That one's yours, since you have no way to hold on to it. Just like your notes, Trees will hold on to it. And Tree, please remind him if he forgets that he's the best friend forever. If he forgets, and show him the badge.
Also, that he's
Oh.
explicitly leaving things with you. That is a bit more important.
Thank you, Vane. Love you too. But yes.
What? If he's going to forget, the first step should be telling him how to remember stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell him all
No.
those things. Don't forget.
Now, Sigmund, Calti always comes to talk to you, so I'm gonna have to tell you things to pass to him. So I'm your errand boy. I have no one else to ask because he is so insistent on you. Another thing I've noticed, Calti, you have terrible friends. I do not.
No, I definitely agree. You have bad taste in friends.
No, I don't.
Of the people I know that you're friends with, it includes Sigmund, Ciel, and apparently kind of me. And one of those is ostensibly an alternate version of half of you's father. So he doesn't really count, which means that the two friends I know of, the two people that you consider friends, is me and Sigmund. I think you have bad taste in friends.
I have Marin.
Who is Marin?
Marin?
Sigmund will answer this one. Oh, you mean the necromancer, right? Looks away and starts to sweat.
Okay,
They
so
are a professional bodybuilder.
Wade is gonna throw his hands in the air. This is getting ridiculous now.
also, I just feel the need to point out that also you already told us about how you spend a lot of time trying to rehabilitate demons.
Zero
So-
is doing just fine. You mean the new guildmaster? Sigmund is going to ask.
The new guild master is a demon.
He's very well behaved. He's just
Okay.
a bit quiet. He's just
So now we have a necromancer, a demon, Sigmund, and me. How is this improving your track record?
You get the distinct feeling that he wants to die.
Chomper is going in for another hug. Thread 3 Electric Boogaloo sequels. It's okay, Calti. Like, we're all making mistakes here. You're not any different. It's okay. So, I'm just happy that you're changing and you're trying. You're actually talking to us.
Should I do something about your ribs? These.
What? No. What are you talking about? I'm
Chomper.
fine. I'm.
You're just normal.
And as Chomper literally coughs blood,
Wade is going to put a hand on your shoulder. Chomper, you are not fine.
Don't worry about me. We have stuff to talk about.
No, you are. I am not going to let you just cough up blood like that. We have a doctor right here. Come on, you can get yourself fixed.
Chomper, if you, in case you, in
Okay.
case you believe this to be an option, I will in fact chain you.
Chomper gives a mean glare at Vane.
Vane
Can we
is
not
unaffected.
go to that? Please.
You are actively coughing up blood.
I looks over at Wade. If it's bothering you, I'll take care of it. Yeah, let's go ahead and heal it. Looks over at Vane. Please don't chain people when you can't get them to do something. It doesn't help.
Now, you see, there would be an argument to be had for that if it wasn't for the fact that it is your quite literal health. Apparently, you have broken ribs, and from the very basics I know, you don't really cough blood unless blood is in your lungs, which means blood is in your lungs.
I'm fine to get help. I'm just trying to ignore it. If it makes you feel bad, I'll do it. But you binding me down doesn't make me feel better or make me want to do it anymore. If anything, it wants me to not be near you.
Okay, but at least you'll be alive to want to not be near me.
Okay, enough about this. This is not getting us anywhere. Chomper, just get yourself healed right now, because I understand trying to ignore your issues when there's more pressing matters, but your Pokemons are adorable, but this is not good for you. You might pass out if you going.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
It is better to take care of yourself before you are unable to actually do anything.
Okay.
Your body will eventually force you to take care of it.
Okay. If that makes y'all feel better, I'll do it. I just didn't really think I needed it, but I guess I am coughing blood. I wasn't even... Yeah, okay, I'll go do that. Who can I go to get healed? I think... Thanks again, Noah.
Right there.
Alright.
I reset your face. I can do your chest. Wasn't that 2 days ago? Are you predispositioned to being dislocated?
No, I was just trying my best to help Scruff, who
Yeah.
he had a attack, and it was from that parasite, which honestly I'm worried about other people getting attacked by their parasites when stuff happens, especially with us getting closer and closer to actually attacking the gods and us more and more not doing what they want. It's I feel like they're going to just mess with us until we just yeah. I'm gonna get healed by sickness.
Acquiesce to their demands.
Hmm.
Okay, while he's getting looked at, again, does anyone have anything else they want to bring up?
Wade is shaking his head right now.
Oops. That was a I was trying to keep my phone. Sorry.
Well, Calti, you've been through time, so you know what I'm about, yes? Yes, I've gotten your story eventually. And you know the end result of what I'm going to do, yes? I do. Am I satisfied with them? Yes. I'm not, though. Interesting. I don't think it's great, though. That will be noted. You're going to ignore it, aren't you? Yes.
You did just tell him that the plan works and that he's satisfied with it. So,
What exactly is this plan about, if you do not mind me asking, since you guys are talking about it in open space?
I'm gonna blow up heaven.
yeah, there's an entire bomb in the basement.
As much as I don't like these people, these lazy people that keep hurting us, the idea of blowing up heaven just seems like it would cause a lot of problems. I mean, with hell not being there, where are they all going? If heaven's not there, where are they all going?
If I remember
mess up the
correctly, it
whole
was
world.
reincarnation.
I just don't want to mess up this world by blowing things up. I'd rather just get to the actual problem, and it seems to be them.
Yeah, they're in heaven. I'm gonna blow it up. The realm can just be collateral damage as far as I'm concerned.
That's the problem. I don't want people here to be hurt. To me, that's just like the idea of there has to be something that's not as violent or forceful as blowing something up or tying someone down. Can we talk or find the main problem, get to it? Do we have to blow things up?
Chomper, if it helps, from what I understand, heaven is not a physical location. I mean, technically it is, but it's not like in the world. We would not be blowing up any part of the world.
That does not necessarily mean much. It is still a place that people do go to. Am I incorrect?
Well, technically, when I was a saint, I could enter it while I was still alive, yes. And certainly, the good souls end up there to be the gods' lapdogs eternally, while the bad souls are simply recycled. And we wonder why this world's going to shit.
Okay, wait. So, ostensibly they're keeping all of the souls they find acceptable forever in afterlife, but the ones they don't, they just send back into the world. So eventually all the souls they find good are just being filtered out of the world.
So
Yeah.
it sounds like they give the bad souls another chance to be good. At least that's what I like to think about it from that.
Okay, Chopper, you gotta remember, they brought us here ostensibly to be villains. It sounds like they're also artificially attempting to make sure everyone in this world is a villain.
Again, electricity is coming out of Wade.
Okay, one time I could... nope, too many...
Yeah, you can go ahead and deal with that. I'll wait.
No. Sigmund, could you take a look at him for that? Even if I were to give him a medical checkup, I wouldn't know the first thing I'm looking at. Sigmund, could you...
All right. Well, for one thing, hey kid, I'm feeling some astral energy coming off you. What's that about?
Yeah, wait, are you okay? You're.
Wade just blinks at Sigmund just mentioning that. Oh. But I suppose I couldn't. I wasn't able to contain my anger.
Yeah, if you're telling me to check on myself and stuff, you also got to check on yourself too. You don't look so good either. But in a different way.
It has happened twice in the same conversation. You're getting checked up on.
I am just so very, very angry at the things I'm listening.
That's fair.
So very, very personal angry. I have been saying this whole time how all of this is wrong, haven't? And if all of this is true, if the gods really are just lazy pieces of crap in this, I am just I am not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure how to explain my moment.
Okay, again, like, Sigmund, would you mind checking up on him?
So, Calti, could you explain? I could, but Wade knows. Wade, would you like me to inform them?
I'm not. I suppose you can, because I'm not actually in correct mindset to do so at the moment myself.
Okay. So, in Wade's world, he would be classified as a saint, or rather, someone chosen by his god. Ergo, they have shared some of their abilities and artifacts with him. Now, when he was layered over, part of that was put away to prevent it from being abused. But it seems that perhaps with a new focus, with the gods as the villain, passively he is not seeing the paths that he is sharing the body with as a threat. And that might be being unlocked due to sheer anger. Now, it's not a lot, because he is still not accepted paths, but in his world, the legendaries are much better behaved.
There are far cry from the farces in this world. That's for sure. Wait, no, that's the other way around. The ones in this world are far cry from the gods in my world.
There we go. You got it.
Yeah. Go on.
Okay,
damn.
so at least there's some explanation for why it's happening.
Oh no.
Oh
We lost
no!
Gigi.
You don't mind?
I'm gonna wait for a little bit.
His
She'll
power
pop
might have
back
just
on.
went out.
Oh no.
Yeah, we'll have to give it a bit. I
Or
know,
hallway.
that's
Could be that.
Click, click, click. Chat. Been going through a freaking emotionally
Yep,
heavy
he
scene.
he just messaged back saying it was a power blip.
Dang. That sucks.
Happens. Hey, welcome back.
Well, that was inconvenient.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
Otto360 just resubscribed for 21 months. Razim Crete GIF, Razim Crete GIF, Razim Crete GIF.
Archie, thank you so much for that resub and your 21 months of support. Thank you.
You can continue the explanation.
So, that being the case, due to his still technical connection, because a Rayquaza does still exist in this world, he can still borrow. It is a contract by technicality, but as Rayquaza is not aware of his existence, it is very unlikely that he will notice Wade. After all, what the Saints borrow is but a small fraction.
That is probably for the best. If what you have been saying, if what you told me earlier is true, I wouldn't want to even look at him in the face in this world.
Well, if everything goes right, you probably won't have to.
I'm calming down.
Chomper seems like basically has like a renewed anxiety and worry, and it's not to do with it's something different. But they're currently with Sigmund trying to get healed.
Sigmund is setting the ribs back into their correct location, and curiously, it does seem that he can heal bones.
Hooray!
Hooray! Ow!
Hold still, you're fidgeting too much.
Sorry.
To be fair,
Kaza asks, "Hey, doesn't this mean you could have healed Squirrel earlier?"
Chomper visibly winces, like fidgets hard at that.
Stop.
wouldn't. Okay, just to be clear, we did see him resurrect a demon. I think that considering he could heal death, he could have healed bones.
I think the problem with Squirrel is that he was freaked out and he had his PTSD hit.
Oh, I can do it without touching.
I wish that was the case because he does not take well to being held down and he does not take well to doctors. Heck, I don't take well to being stuck in a place or being told I'm going to be binded. I can imagine how it feels for someone who has trauma about it.
I don't imagine many people do respond well to being held against their will.
Not many do.
Yeah.
That is true.
Chomper's gonna kind of have a cold look at no one in particular, but just be kind of silent.
So, why didn't you heal Squirrel? Well, that's easy. I don't like him. And sometimes people need pain to understand.
I remember why it took so long to come around to you, Sigmund. But yeah. Thank you for healing me.
He got hospitalized twice coming out of a rookie rank dungeon. I think something's wrong.
We did get attacked by a big dog. It wasn't our fault, really. So there's a lot there that you may not be thinking about or care to think about. But I understand.
There is context. That is not my business, though.
Yeah, I know. You're very self-focused, and that's okay. It's how you are. But yeah, there's turns over to Calti and everybody. There's a lot there that you don't know. But well, not to Calti, but like to everybody else, if anybody's like especially Wade. There's a lot there. If you ever want to know about, Squirrel or a little bit before what happened, feel free to ask.
There is a heavy knocking at the door.
He's just gonna look at Sigmund like,
I'll
"Do you
deal
want
with
it
that.
answered." Or okay.
As he will open the door, and there is a heavy voice on the other side, but there's also the small sound of fur shuffling as Sigmund seems to be reaching for his knife.
Vader's just gonna like
wait,
look
hold.
outside.
As Sigmund has produced a knife.
Is Vader able to
And
see
there
who's
is-
at the door?
There is a Rhyperior standing outside with red robes that have black lines.
Oh boy, that's the invader colors, eh?
No,
I thought that was
actually,
just like straight black with white mask.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
wait, no, hold on. I have a message. You know I kill messengers, right? I've been made aware. So, I have been warned to watch my tone. Proceed cautiously, then. Whew, well, yes, thank you for this small reprieve. Eminent Lord Groudon, skip the formalities and get to the point immediately. The Rhyperior is going to pause and see if he can't revise the speech in his head. To the point then. Right. If I were to condense it down to its most bare, my lord has heard of the current state of things and is quite displeased. Oh yeah, gods do have their cliques, don't they? With some being excluded. Groudon was one of the more neutral ones, wasn't he? So was that him pitching a fit earlier?
Like I said, it was an earthquake, and then Calti did say that it was Groudon.
He apologizes for this small outburst of his. So what does he want then? Should things escalate beyond a point of no return, he would at least ask to be made aware so that he can not interfere at the very least. You want a truce. We could call it an agreement of non-hostilities.
That is what a truce is.
With the potential for more after more deliberation. Sigmund quirks a brow. He would potentially ally with us. Me. He would ally with me. You know what I'm about. We do. You know what I did. We are aware. And you came to this house alone to tell me this. Yes. Interesting. And Sigmund's going to close the door.
Veda's just gonna say, I didn't want to interrupt things, but why would they send a messenger if they know you explicitly kill messengers? They should have just left a note detailing things. They know you would find it.
Yeah. Neutral doesn't mean smart either. They just tend to keep to themselves and don't fuck around as much.
No, but seriously, why would they send a messenger if they explicitly know you kill messengers? That is ridiculous.
Probably for an attempt at conversation.
That seems even more ridiculous than just sending someone who quite possibly might just get killed.
Yeah.
What about what he said? What is... I didn't catch all that. What, Sigmund?
Well, it seems that Groudon might be interested in this little cause that we're getting involved in.
Really? Groudon.
Groudon is the legendary of Earth. He was the cause of the earthquake that scared Scruff.
So, they scare Scruff, and then they want to make a deal about something.
To be fair, I don't think it was an explicit attempt to scare Scruff, but...
Well, they should know they did.
Actually,
right.
they shouldn't, considering that, if I remember correctly, around when it happened is when the veil went up, so...
I was just hoping that'd make them stop if they were hurting us. Maybe they don't know that's the reason, but that's just me
Maybe
trying
they
to be
didn't
nice.
see you then.
They probably didn't.
So then it wasn't because of that or anything.
Oh,
Oh.
It still could be. I'm just saying that it is a likely scenario that if Groudon did accidentally do it, it would likely be because he couldn't see us due to a veil.
Oh, you talk so definitively, so yeah. I thought you just knew.
No, I'm listing out possibilities. It is now, in my eyes, the more likely answer, but considering that we have had no direct interaction, it is hard to rule out anything.
Wait, nods at that.
See, Sigmund? Some of them could join you, even. I'm still gonna do it. Sigmund! Sigmund.
Join.
You could be a little more discreet.
No.
Please.
You know I am all for to at least listening to what Groudon has to say. If nothing else,
Yeah.
I would actually like to hear their own words in this world for a change. Instead of just seeing the effects of their actions.
And it seems like they don't even know what they're doing, that they're hurting us, from what I'm seeing either. Which,
well, different gods, different groups. There's plenty of cliques, but then there is the ones that, then there is the biggest one, Arceus. This is a little circle, let's call them.
I'm tired of seeing people just do things that hurt people and then don't talk about it and just avoid it or run away or just say it's one thing or another. Calti, can you repeat what are you telling Sigmund about? Are you saying there's another way besides blowing up heaven?
I want him to be a bit. I would prefer if he was a bit more discreet about it, because there are plenty of gods in heaven that are not the bad ones, and that explosions are pretty indiscriminate.
That's what I was also worried about. Sigmund, is there any way we could just do with your plan without blowing up every part of heaven? Can we just like send a message, give a bait, do some kind of bait that makes them make a mistake and a misplay, so that way they come out and overstep, their zone, so that way we can attack them more effectively. That's Chomper's throwing out lingo that is actually overheads probably, but purposeful, and he's not even noticing he's doing it.
Sigmund stares with the same expression that he's always had and says, "If I make it weaker, they can block it. If I make it slower, then they can escape in the battles, and the fighting will take place here, in the world that we live in the world that the rest of us live in, and then that will become a wasteland. No, I don't give two fucks about heaven."
Allies can be incredibly useful, though.
Calti, could they help us? You say they're good. Have you ever tried to get them to help us against the bad ones?
Well, they are still outnumbered, and as strong as I am, I can win one-on-ones. Probably 2-on-1s, and maybe 3-on-1s.
Dang. Calti, do you have time to train anyone? Or is that never mind. Just keep.
I mean,
so
yes, I could. But doing it secretly would be difficult. I'm a high-profile individual, let's say.
Fair.
Yeah, you can't exactly do it directly. Well, this has been mentioned before, but chosen Pokemon do grow faster than regular Pokemon. So, if there is any creatures to be trained in a short amount of time, it would be us.
If only we had the tree port. That was a good answer for a moment. Yeah.
I mean, it still is. You just have to use it inside Sigmund's house. And they
Or you
walk.
could ask me to throw up a veil for like a minute.
1 minute of tree port is like, how long is that, Nim? 1 minute is,
Okay, just we could make it a whole lot simpler by simply finding out what the rate of difference is and going, okay, if you're going to go, you have a set return time correlating to our time where we keep track of it. I throw up the veil again, and then during that segment, that area of time, on the other side is when you return with a coordinated effort.
Chomper wags a little bit, and that means we'd be working together, and that would work out, right? We'd have time, and we can do some either talking or, training without having the gods see it, and we'd have the time to do it anywhere.
I am afraid that the Treeway Resort does not quite work on a regular scale compared to everywhere else.
What do you mean?
Why?
Well, going over there, 1 minute could last an hour over there. It could also last only 10 seconds.
So the
It's...
time is variable.
It fluctuates based on the individual's needs. If
So then
you
we need it to have a set time, and then problem solved.
We won't go there to enjoy ourselves like we did before we went there to talk and actually just honestly deal with a lot of pain. We had a purpose. It's just we didn't know how the rules were. Now we could go there with a purpose to either train for a little bit or even use it as a quick escape for a moment and come back. The thing
Okay.
is,
Problem, I can't go through if I'm putting up the veil.
You're not the only one that can veil, right? Sigmund can veil, right?
Well,
My
honestly, that
house
also
is
means,
perpetually veiled.
yeah, but that also means that, we have to be around Sigmund when we use it. If we're making an emergency escape, I don't think Sigmund's going to be right there.
Okay. So no using for escape, but we could use, if Sigmund's okay with it, a way to have a place that's safe for a little bit for specific reasons. Right?
Also,
don't hear
is
it now.
the way that it functions that we return back where Tree is? So if we're using it to escape danger, Tree would just be where Tree is. So we just show back up at the same spot.
I would be able to reappear wherever I wish in the world. I simply came here zeroing in on Tree's location, but I could go just about anywhere I want. And with Tree being much more mobile in this form, well, I could take her wherever I want.
Oh.
Okay, but you'd only be able to go places that have an active veil up.
But we have 2 points with 2 veils. Would that work? Veil to veil? Then the gods wouldn't see, right?
So I suppose if you we went there and then Nim just came inside of Simas's house, that would be a way for us to use that as escape.
Yeah, we can use it as teleportation points like in a game. You have checkpoints. Just use those spots, those safe spots, and only use those spots and be quick about it. You can move around with that. That could be good for moving around, if anything, or moving people to safety. Yeah? Chomper's looking at everybody kind of hopeful.
The only places that he can go are places that have active veils up, which means that the only place that he's really able to go in terms of perpetuity without having to call ahead is Sigmund's house.
What if we actually worked together with Squirrel's team and they knew about all this and they had a way to do a veil? We could
Do
potentially...
they have a way to do a veil?
Let's ask. Noah, do you know what a veil is? No. Is there anyone super powerful on that team? There's Verdant. He is big. Is he magical? No. Unless flying with that body is magical. What do you mean? Never mind.
I need to step away for a few minutes. I apologize.
Okay.
I will message any responses to you, Enja.
Okay. Flying with that body. What do you mean? He's big! And his wings are not!
Sounds
Not
pretty
quite
cool.
enough.
Hmm.
Noah, can you do a veil? He is going to shrug. I will assume that they do not have a veil.
Is it something that he can learn, or that they can learn over time?
Considering that it is magic, unlikely, unless they are also chosen Pokemon with a powerful dark affinity.
Oh, only dark.
Funnily enough, our character there is one. There is one character in the other team that actually fits those conditions.
And they have to be chosen by the world. Hence the term chosen Pokemon, otherwise I would classify people like Nims as transients. Now Kaza will ask a question. Transients? Yes, there are some people that come to this world and are transformed into Pokemon, but were not explicitly chosen by the world, and thus do not have the blessings that chosen Pokemon do.
AKA Nim.
I suppose you
There
could
have
also.
been others, such
suppose
as my patient.
I suppose the invaders would also be in that regard, except perhaps they were already Pokemon.
Nope, they are not.
Oh. Also, patient, you mean that Zoroark that's lying down over?
Yes, the one that's been awake for a little bit now. Oh, and their partner. Check. That one's also transient.
Interesting. But either way, I think that it's probably... I think that this is a good point for me to go have a certain conversation with Calti. You all just continue.
We're all having conversations with Calti.
I'm sure popular.
You need to be somewhere in private with Calti for something?
He does seem particularly receptive to me and did wish explicitly that we do this in private.
Oh no! Well, you won't hear me crying at least.
Oh, Calti, I do care what you have to say, and I would like to hear anything that could help you or, of course, us. But yeah, if it helps with you, like, because I noticed I don't understand all this time stuff, but does it hurt to tell us a lot of information? I'm guessing keep it at one person or something. I
Well,
understand that.
It does make it less easy to predict what you'll do. But also, it is stressful knowing all this, isn't it?
Perhaps you need perhaps someone certainly might do you some good, since you have been relying on that. Even if it does give you anxiety.
Also, if it makes you feel any better, I don't think I'm any more particularly stressed right now.
Yeah. Sounds like you've been knowing exactly what's going to happen has been all bad. At least something that you don't know it's going to be could be something I've been hanging on to. Hope.
Ah.
Just hope we can get all through this. Yeah, if we're gonna break up this, um, yeah, I want to check on Scruff, and I'm still worried about you, Wade. So make sure
I'll
you're
go.
all right.
I'll go with you if you're going to since there's nothing else I want.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything that's coming to mind right now, but I do like that we're all talking about this and that you're actually just you're not alone, Calti. Please keep coming back. And Kaza, Noah, I especially you, Noah, because you're not really with us all the time.
I have so little understanding of anything that was said.
I'm I'm
I
trying my
can't
best
even
to.
begin to comprehend this, but it sounds like bullshit.
If it helps, I can help explain things later, Noah.
Thank you.
Try to help as well.
Yeah, I got notes I can share with you anytime you need, Noah. I'm trying
I
my best.
would like those.
Will do. Whenever Paz is out here and we recap with him, he's really great at calculating notes too and helping with that. You'll get to know him. He's kind of hard to to be friends with at first, but he's a good dude.
Oh.
Yeah. Um okay. All right, Wade, when you're ready, we can go ahead and go check on Scruff.
Wade nods and lead the way.
And
Also, you guys should go first because I was hoping this would happen, so that way Rob can do things with Scruff.
Hey.
yeah, I was kind of getting a hint that so
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
that's one of the reasons that Vade is just like, he was gonna do it either way, but he would have waited a lot longer normally. But yeah, let's get Rob into this fucking session, guys. Let's go.
Yeah, come on.
I know. I'm trying.
Welcome to the spotlight, Rob. Welcome to the
Alrighty, well, you know what we're doing.
Yeah, you guys go first, so that way you can fucking get Rob. Get Rob into this game.
All right, well, Enja, we're heading over there, and yeah, we're doing a walk.
Yep.
Chomper and Wade.
Kaza's going with you as well as Noah because this is supposed to be a private conversation, and Sigmund is just shrug.
Well, yeah. Well, Wade is kind of silent while what you may call that, while walking back to the library, and you can actually see this sparks again just coming out of him at times.
Wade, is there anything this talking would help, or because I know that I've been angry at stuff too. I know it's not easy to let that go. Maybe we should do something to help your energy out. Either training helps me, or talking. But
I have a lot of stuff in my mind that I need to organize, if you may say, because just a lot of stuff very upsetting. If you can understand.
I can understand, and I can only imagine how much this sucks for you to have to bloop out and not get info. That's why I'm kind of worried about Scruff right now, and also Paz. I'm trying to take these notes so I can help. Vane can always tell everybody everything, but I don't want him to have to do everything. And
It is
yeah,
Wade is going to not. You know, I do not know how long is be until I, because at the moment we're me and Paz are mutual, and I believe I believe it was said that he changed with me willingly. but again, I don't know when we switch. How long does it? Perhaps every time is a different. But at the moment, the thing is that when you are right that whenever passes away, I am blind to the outside world. So is cannot observe him, and he cannot observe me. So I actually would like to ask you something in a specific yourself.
Yeah, you need. I can do. What can I do to help?
I would like to keep an eye on.
Okay, an eye.
Yeah,
You
but
like you want to? You
yeah,
want to?
you say you go first.
Sorry. Like you want to know more about Paz and what he's doing?
Yes,
Okay, I can do that. If you ask whatever you want to ask, is he's been a good friend. I feel like I don't do him justice because every time I think of him, I think about all the time he's like me, been testing out his stuff, and he likes to shoot that water gun, and he's got me a few times in the head, but it's nothing that's really hurt me at all. Not like my ribs, and I the more I've been with him, the more he's been becoming more real and less, you know, kind of hiding. I like seeing him smile because the more he smiles, the more it feels, you know, real, and it's making me smile. It's hard to get him to smile. He's he
Wade is Wade is going to know that all of the things you're saying is just slowly just letting you speak about what you're saying about past.
Yeah, it's like the time after we, you know, learned the little combo move. He actually seemed like he enjoyed that, and that smile was probably one of the realest ones he's ever done. But yeah,
Actually, friends,
hmm, I
at least you feel something like that.
yeah, I feel like he's growing. We're growing on him. I hope anyway, and I really
Do
like.
do hopes. The small interactions that I've had with, I have not spoken to him with any amount of candidness. Mostly because he's basically a parasite a parasite in my. But at the same time, he has no memories while I have mine. Or
Yeah,
most of them have it. So perhaps he isn't the same creature that did this to me, because I am not as he shouldn't be in my. So while I can't really say that I am not angry at my current situation. I just want to you to keep an eye on, because well, if he did this to me, then even if he's not like this right now, he could be capable of doing something of it. But at the same time, perhaps he is becoming a different individual. I cannot say because I literally cannot observe. So that's the reason why I'd like you to him.
Chomper nods. Tails actually kind of picking up a little bit as he feels somewhat able to be useful in some way. First time in a bit. As he's wagging and looking, and okay, I'll let you know. I'm gonna, if it's okay, tell him that I'm gonna you know if that's okay. It's not a secret, right?
wait, not. Go right ahead.
Is it okay if I tell him about you too?
Sure. Just actually, there is one thing that I would like you to keep a bit of a secret, if you don't mind. And tell everybody. And I am sorry about this, but I'd like to keep a bit of a secret about me being a saint, because from the explanation from the explanation about the Calti game. This was something that have been explicitly been suppressing because of.
Oh, repeat. You're breaking up a little bit at the end there
Oh,
because.
sorry, because this is something that has been deliberately being suppressed because of my situation.
Okay. I won't tell him.
Yeah, at least not right now. Not until I can ascertain that it wouldn't be dangerous for him to have that knowledge.
Okay. I can definitely not tell him if that's what you're. Yes. That's honestly the only secrets that I would want to keep.
Wade gives a nod. You're doing fine in this in Chomper.
Chomper like lights up a little bit at that.
Thank you. Honestly, I do appreciate this. I know you haven't known me for too long, but you kind of you've treated me well, and I do appreciate.
I'm just treating you how like I would want to be treated if I was. Well, I am new here, so I just kind of know how it feels a lot by now. But yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Wait, no. All right.
Tempo of Tail has increased.
we should probably go over there. Hopefully Scruff has doing fine.
Yeah.
But one more thing. One more thing though. From that host, one more thing I'd like to mention though. I do not think you did bad when you tried to rescue Scruff. Unfortunately, I just think it was an unfortunate sequence of events.
You're right. I really shouldn't have used that move. It never works. I know. I couldn't think of anything else to do. My song doesn't work. I can't just hug him to make him feel better like that. I didn't want to bite him and hurt him, and I don't want to do with anything that could cause him to freak out more. So I just tried to shock him to let go. I hope it didn't hurt him.
A bite would have probably been better than a water move. He is explicitly weak to those.
Yeah, I know.
At the same time, though, I don't think you put a lot of force into that one. I honestly think anything you have done will have given him quite a shock. He was in the middle of shutting down because of the earthquake, girl.
Yeah, it was the only thing I could think to do that was not bad. So I just thought water would.
Wade gives a nod. It's all right. We all make mistakes and we gotta learn from them. But your quick action trying to rescue him was the right call in that regard.
Thanks. Thanks.
Wade nods.
I just hope he doesn't. He's not mad at me too hard. And if anything, I just hope he's okay.
Okay. Wade is going to keep walking towards the lab.
And Jumper is going to follow as well.
Oh boy. Well, certainly there is, as you open the doors to the library, the smell of lemons and soap.
Hum?
Huh. It smells citrus. We use that for cooking, but
Is
someone
Is-
taking a bath?
this detergent?
No, they.
As Bean seems to be going around with several mops and a sizable bucket just floating around and wringing them out before sliding across the floor. Ah, you're here.
Hey, we were looking for Scruff. Is he okay?
Oh,
I am
he's
back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
somewhere.
He's what?
Well, after diving into the workshop, and our little incident, Samantha was taking care of him. And then at some point, he woke up, and he was somewhere. But I figured it would be a grand day to clean, since it seems that so many things are happening that I probably shouldn't be fiddling with things in the workshop right now.
He's. Are you saying he's not here with you?
Oh, I'm certain that he is. I know he hasn't left.
He's
He's just. I've not got his exact location, is what I
Generous
mean.
bestowal.
Oh my.
Raharu95 tipped $20.
Thank you, dude.
Raharu, thank you so much for that tip. That is the tip goal fully completed. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
No. And suddenly, mops and buckets appear beside all of us. And we have to all clean the library together.
Don't tell me
really
Vane
good.
isn't there.
Samantha loudly cleaning, loudly complaining from upstairs. Do I have to wax these banisters?
Yes, they
Part of the
download. They did the download.
Part of the upkeep, my dear.
Oh no. Is that what it really means? You're joking. Deep cleaning the library. I'm really curious.
There will be effects from this.
Oh boy. Chomper's going to just have a moment of fear and then like, okay, if he's in here, maybe he's just hiding under a table or he's really good at just being there without you knowing sometimes. So he's probably somewhere in the room. Turns around, looks at the party that's with him, which would be Wade and Kaza, correct?
Kaza tilts his head, pondering. Now, where would Scruff be? He is quite small, so he could be anywhere.
Chomper's going to put on his headphones and see if he can make a read. Maybe use it as like a sonar or something of like filling out Scruff, thinking about everything that has happened. About, the earthquake, the parasite, the traumas that are connected to earthquakes. Just kind of like seeing if you can just get a read on Scruff based on just doing that kind of those feelings, searching for them.
Ah, so you're trying to use heart sense to see if you can find Scruff.
No, just for like a sec. Just it might as well, since we're like wondering, we're trying to get to him. That a possibility?
give it a roll, but this DC may be a little high because you do not know Chomper's current emotional state or if he's even conscious.
Scruff.
I am now knocked out on the floor.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh no, the fumes.
I
The
understand.
fumes. They've gotten him.
He is lost to us now. The
Oh,
unit
boy.
loss.
All right, so I had to give you a roll. Which one did you want me to use? Anything specific for this one? I just use with my usual for point sense. Soul. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Empathy. That's 8. And perception. Or insight, actually. Yeah, there's more insight than perception, I suppose.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 8. Oh ho! I got the dice for it. But can I get it? I see a 10. Poop.
You rolled an 8, a d8.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Oh.
you rolled a d8.
Okay. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Heck, I'd be happy if we could just learn he's in the room for sure, for sure.
That's Scruff.
Which room are you in again? Which room are you currently in?
He's in the entryway, I do believe.
Ah, okay. Oh, that's all I wanted to know.
Just kind of maybe sense a direction or something. I do have surround sound on these headphones. They're pretty nice. Dolby Digital. Chomper just cranking up the 7.1. The sound.
Is something happening, or?
I'm pondering.
Did I do something?
No, no, no.
Okay. Chomper. Question.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Somebody roll.
Yes.
It is a 7.
Ooh.
Places hide. Am I okay to like kind of look around?
You are.
Chomper's looking underneath desk a little bit.
It does seem that heart sense really can't get a grasp in general, but you are finding something very peculiar.
Chomper's kind of sniffing out, but also there's something in Chomper's brain that's really ringing over and over again. Something that was a big thing that Chomper knew of, thought of Scruff, and was confused about and wondered. And it's gonna bug Chomper if he doesn't look. Chomper is checking out and going up to the tenants of the library and going, "Hey, can I look around can I see the bucket real quick you're using?"
Oh, sure, here you go. Now don't drink this. It is floor cleaner.
Oh, so it's
Choppers?
Listerine?
Chopper's checking around the buckets too. Specifically the mops. Just in case.
Okay. I see how it is. Okay.
If I'm right, hilarious. If not, consider this a bit.
Bit considered. For sake of continuity, I suppose. He is not. But curiously, you do pick up something from Bien.
Being?
Yes.
Does Being himself or anything by him?
Oh, well, I mean, he is cleaning.
Have I checked his stuff, or have I checked anything he has?
I mean, he is the one with the mops in the bucket.
Inspecting and all that. Anything that anywhere Scruff could hide, like underneath something, or being sad, or like cloak or something. Being, have you seen Scruff at all? We're trying to. I kind of, for some, I'm feeling he's close to you over here.
Oh, no. With your heart sense, and picking up what is in general, you did start to hear something from Bien, is what I was meaning to say.
Ah. Okay. Chomper's going to stop for a moment. Hey.
The thing is, though, you can't understand it. There are words said, but it's foreign. It sounds nice, though. Very calm. That's new, though. Why can't you understand?
Chomper's honestly confused at first till he realized what he's doing. The moment he realizes it, he stops and takes off the headphones. Being, I think I'm picking up you. I was trying to look for Scruff, but yeah, I'm sensing your emotions right now. Is it okay if I keep listening? Do you mind?
Bien seems a little confused, but like, okay. Go ahead.
You're not. I'm not getting any words or anything. It's hard to hear it and understand it. That's new.
Samantha's peering over the banister. Oh, is Bien being weird? I am not being weird, Samantha.
Has everything been okay? How are you doing? I see you hard at work cleaning the library.
Oh, well, I I thought it was around about time to do some cleaning. About the
Ian's-
size of it, really.
Bean's inner music is just Greek opera.
Well, I guess I'll just put it in Lost in Chaos so that the others can listen and potentially parse it.
Ah, you already gave it to me via. I was about to roll.
I did.
Well, Raha. Gonna throw those away and let me listen to this. I know that song.
Bet you do. Take what meaning from it as you will.
Hmm. It's kind of sad, but Chompers is kind of listening for a moment. Honestly, he's taking it in.
Ian will seem might bit confused, but Kaza is like looking upwards and kind of confused as to what Samantha said by being weird, because Ian has been nothing but proper as far as he knows. What could she be talking about? And he is a little curious, but he's probably not going to press it.
Chomper's going to press it. Is everything okay? But Samantha said you're being weird, but it's hard to kind of read you. Usually just very...
No. That's not what she means. Yeah, sometimes like a long time ago. Like he gets a little weird sometimes and makes this noise that just seems kind of impossible. Never heard anything like it before.
Why do
Become as gods. Become as gods.
Why do you make
Once
a noise?
again, Samantha, I truly have no memory of those times that you were talking about. I bet you don't. Weirdo ghost guy.
Do you possess people, or do people possess you, or do you talk in your
It happens
sleep?
when I stick my hand in his back. Don't you dare.
That's very specific. Looks over at Kaza. Annie, does that normal? Do people can is that just for ghost types?
That would be specifically for his ghost type.
Yeah, you might have noticed that they didn't just have a big hole in their back.
That's not something I would recommend to do.
No, it's not. It is rumored that even looking in that hole will steal your soul.
Oh.
Now, it's just a rumor, but I wouldn't play with that, Samantha. It's kind of funny, though.
I mean, I've never seen it happen. Wouldn't be surprised if it could happen.
You want to hear the sound he makes? Don't you dare!
Chomper is just looking on, curious and little concerned, but also very curious.
Samantha, I am cleaning right now. I will drop these mops if you... She is already hopping down. Samantha! The audience demands. They don't.
Looks over at the screen, wink, goes back to doing it.
Oh dear. And she is going to basically manifest behind him as he is going to accept the inevitable and is hurriedly putting down the mop buckets and and mops as she will shove an entire front leg into his back.
Huh.
Oh yeah, it's weird. There, you can fit much more in here than you really should be able to.
Hold it back. Zim, hold it back.
As the sound that is produced would indeed be classified as indescribable, as I don't believe any of you have ever heard static before.
Oh.
8 wings.
This cannot continue.
Oh.
This cannot continue. This cannot continue.
Oh,
No, just static.
Just that crackling, staticky sound. Chomper is very confused at the audio. They're just taking some notes.
So, Digi, is this when Unbeatable starts playing?
No.
No.
As
okay.
she will then remove the hand, and he drops like a rock.
No Unbeatable today.
His little halo bouncing off the floor and sort of rolling towards you, Chopper.
Does he need that? That's supposed to fall on the... Is he okay?
Oh yeah, he'll wake up in a little bit. Funny, isn't it?
Yeah, as funny as a punch in the face. Well, I'm... Alright. Well, that's... Do you know why he does... You have no idea why he does that?
Nope. I just sort of found out one day.
The Enjas are very mysterious beings.
Chomper nods.
Weird, solid ghost. Anyway, I was doing a thing. Later, kids.
Wait, have you seen...
Up.
Have you seen Scruff? Okay.
I'll go
Mind
ahead.
yourself. Good luck if you're using your nose, though.
Where?
That happened.
That did happen. I'm not sure if I want it to happen again.
Kaza, any idea what that was?
Where is going to...
No. No, I do
Wait.
not.
Where is
That-
going to be...
That's... He's going to pick up the halo and put it closer to B, and it's like, I don't think they should be apart.
I was just about to do that myself.
Yeah, I just didn't want to break anything. Yeah, it's probably... Chomper just does a small pat on Bean's head. Alright. So, I was going to check on you, Kaza, and see how you're feeling, if you're okay with it, but let's not tell Samantha. I don't want her to, put something through your back or something if there's static or whatever that was. No, Chomper didn't say if there's a weird sound coming out of you.
You can check if you want to, I guess.
Yeah, that just reminded me that... Yeah, sorry, Kaza. That must...
I have a lot of things to think about it. I imagine so do you, Kaza.
Mm-hmm.
This has been a lot.
Yeah. No joke. Absolutely, positively not a joke.
Alright, you may roll, Chomper.
Okay. Considering everything that's happened, Chomper is going to close his eyes and try to listen to Kaza's heart. As some perfect music started playing right on the next thing. Quick. Alright, cool.
Interesting. Well, I've sent you a thing now.
Alright, here we go. Can I use one of the party rerolls?
I don't believe there are any.
I should have some soul left.
It'd be willpower.
Yeah, willpower.
I haven't used.
Oh wait, no. You rolled d8s. You.
Oh, I didn't get
Number.
that. Oopsie daisy. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No wonder I didn't get anything. Ooh. About that reroll. I'm gonna willpower.
You still have a 10.
That's not enough to get into
Hey,
Kaza.
roll that 10.
10
Roll
can
that
turn
10.
into another 10. That can turn into another 10. That can turn into another 10. We have seen it before.
It did not.
It did not, but that does not change the fact that it is possible.
Fair. I'm gonna reroll now. Give me the 10. I see a 1. You know,
2.
maybe.
You know, if you use soul,
Not enough.
I will. Okay.
What?
Well, now we have
Ah.
a reroll.
You can use it if you want. I approve. What about everybody else?
Denied.
Damn. Cold-blooded. Thought I was a dinosaur here. Not for real though. Yeah, good.
I suppose.
Everybody, I hear no no's. Yee. Oh.
Please don't disturb me while I plan to overthrow you.
Storyteller says no.
I
That'd be
did
a
not.
Well, there's some 10s there.
Wait, what? I found a new technique to throw it off the board. Okay, that's a little better.
Consider the soul recharges every session. We could use that.
Yep. I'll select that's like what, a 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, that's a lot of successes.
That's 6.
Rerolling a 1 with my soul. Okay.
7.
That is -1 success, so you are at 7 now. Yeah, it's a little quiet, but you are hearing that.
All right, let's see what I'm hearing here. Oh boy.
At the very least, it is certainly not a happy song.
Yeah, I'm getting that. Definitely getting that. It's like a quiet stillness to this song.
With a oh, what would you describe that? Resignation mixed with envy.
Oh, did you send the Millie song?
I did.
Ah.
Chomper's listening to the song, and it's one of those times where like his body's moving before he's acting, and he's like just kind of he's kind of awkwardly putting a hand on Kaza's shoulder as he's listening as well. Just at the very least, he can't help but at least do that. He's trying not to just full on hug right now, but there's a hand on Kaza's shoulder.
Kaza is unsure of what's being heard, but but for some reason he feels ashamed of himself.
Kaza's eyes are glazing as that feeling is palpable and audible.
I suppose I should share with the class.
Yeah.
I would prefer you to describe or at least give the titles for these songs for the stream as well, because I can't play them with, copyright, but at least let the viewers know.
Ah, yes.
I can read it out loud too, the lyrics to give y'all a picture as well.
Oh, I'll just read the titles. Let's see.
Not gonna sing it, but I'll give you some of the lyrics so you have an idea.
For being, it was Song of the Ancients.
Mm-hmm.
And for Kaza, it was And Then Is Heard No More.
Yeah.
What is it from?
It is from, it is a Millie song. Millie is the composer.
Mili, by the way.
Ah. And then for being, it was from Near Replicant, I believe it was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This cannot continue, this cannot continue.
Chomper takes the deep breath.
Is it bad?
You're not bad. The song's sad. It tells a lot.
Mm. Maybe we should find Scruff.
Chomper nods, but also says, if we can't find him right now, as long as he's okay in here somewhere, it's fine.
We can still find him. I have one idea.
Kaza.
Yep. Oh.
You know we're here for you, right? You know you can talk to us, right? You're not a coward. No, it just keeps going. Oh, song stopped. Okay. You know, you're doing really, really well. All of this is a lot. It's a lot. Just again, just don't beat yourself up over all this, and don't do this alone either. As in, it's okay to show how you're feeling if you need to. A lot of us need to.
Well, I think with how things are going, we all need the break more than ever. Even though this happened during a break, I sure hope this doesn't become the precedent.
I am not. Unfortunately, with the track record that I've heard, I am not the word. I think that's probably an inevitability.
Right now, we can't really hide from this in much of any way. We can stop thinking about it for a little bit, but this is just how it is right now. But what we have is at least each other. So try not to put too many brave faces on in your own way. You know, you can
And-
talk to me too. Just like when I talked to you back at Treeport, you know?
It's gonna be kind of hard. I've had them for a while now. Just gotta learn how to not, maybe.
It's something you just had to do for a long while, huh?
Yes.
I
Anyway, let's go to the workshop. I think Scruff likes Bean, and Bean's there a lot. Ergo, that's probably a pretty good place to start.
Okay.
Wait-
That's
wait
a
a-
good idea.
Wade is going ahead towards the workshop.
All right.
To the workshop.
To the workshop indeed. He is going to open the door. The furnace is still on, but closed, so the temperature is being kept inside. The room is still a bit toasty, though. All right. Now, there are a lot of cupboards here, but I think we can open them as long as we don't mess with the contents.
Chomper's going to be trying to check them.
Wade is looking around.
It's one of those perception check moments.
Kaza is also potentially eyeing the closet door, where he saw Bean put away his finished but keeping items. That is certainly more than sizable enough, after all.
Think he could be there?
Okay, let's check it. Chomper's going to open the door.
All right. Let's see.
Zoom.
Now I'm going to have to ask Rob where he hid.
That may be a start.
Yeah.
That may help.
As he did tell me, however, there are many rooms that could be the descriptor of. If the Rob is still present and among us. Yes, he is.
The Rob is currently typing to you, so I can't speak and type at the same time, or I'll get heavily confuddled.
Understood. Have a nice day.
So, while we're in this intermission, take a moment to check your nutrition. As Chomper says, check your posture, check your fluids, and try out, if you haven't yet, putting a piece of toast on a skillet after you've put some butter or like some, spray on there, making a circle using one of your lids from maybe a peanut butter jar, maybe a lid to a, some Spam spray or something. And put some eggs down in that hole.
On TikTok? You are. Okay.
Put some eggs in the hole as well. I usually scramble mine. You can let it make a mess. It's okay, as long as it makes a perfect circle. Fry that for about a good 2 minutes, a minute or so. Wait till it's like hard on the surface, then flip it. Fry on the other side, and you have made yourself a nice little chomper toasty with eggs, toast. Use brioche bread if you like French toast, and throw some cheese on there and salt, or maybe your favorite kind of sriracha for some extra flavor. You're welcome.
Stick with me. I think I'll stick with making eggy bread. Thanks.
Okay, I checked my posture and it's awful. What now?
Fix it.
No, you never said that. You just said to check it. I checked it. What now?
What's
your follow-up?
How awful is it? Is it leaning back or leaning forward?
It is leaning forward while also leaning back. I am making a crescent shape.
Crescent. Maybe you should, kind of like straighten out your back just a little bit more.
I don't know. I was only told to check my posture. I've checked it. My job here is done.
I see. Well, I will go with the tried and true. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, and I will let you do the rest of that. That's as far as I can go, I guess.
By the way, good night, Idol.
See ya, I do.
Goodbye. But anyway, there's something interesting as you open the door. There's cleaning products in here too.
Oh.
However, it is also a large room with its own set of cupboards and whatnot.
What? There's a room inside of the closet?
No. The room in the closet has cupboards.
Narnia exists? Okay, that's cupboards. I got you.
I mean, if there was such a place, you would find it here.
That is true.
Chomper is using instincts. Chomper hasn't given up on this thought. Chomper is checking the stick.
Oh my god.
Kaza will frown at you.
Why? I'm going to be really, really salty if he was there and I don't see him. So I need to check this first.
Why are you checking there?
Because he looks like a mob a little bit, so he could easily be there. I just need to check.
White doings.
If I was really if I had a lot of hair and I was balled up, I would hide there too. It's a good hiding place. I don't think he's there.
Where is just going to look back at Kaza and just look back at Chomper? I do not comprehend.
Okay, back in my world, there's these little things called a mop. And at the end of them, you have a lot of bristles and a lot of hairs and stuff. And every time I have ever had the chance to fill the fur, it's really bristly. And also he has that balled up hair look, and it's just kind of looks a little moppy, just a little bit. So I just thought, okay.
Well,
here's the thing. Just don't call him a mop. It's not nice. It's just
all things considered, I think that is a good way to find him. Because if he hears you, he's gonna be mad.
Wade nods.
Oh, I don't want him to be mad. Okay, well, I mean, that would work, but also I don't want him mad at me. Okay, oof.
Yeah,
Sorry, Scruff, can you please just come out? We're just trying to see if you're okay.
Scruff, are you here?
Well, you do hear a tip-tapping quickly outside of the room.
Oh. I think he left.
He is,
As Kaza turns around,
he is very fast.
slightly confused because he didn't hear the workshop door open. He's pretty sure he closed it behind him, but it does sound like it was leaving. Was he close to this room and left? He must have some good hearing. That or he was ready to make this a proper cat and mouse game.
I don't think he wants us to find him right now. That seems like he's running away at the moment. I just don't want to make him run out of here. Maybe he just needs more time. You can tell Chomper. It's really hard for Chomper to say this. It's like,
Kaza is going to turn on the light and think we could still search around a little bit.
Chomper nods. Yeah, I just don't want to scare him off, you know? Okay. And Chomper is going to continue the search with Kaza and Wade.
Also, by the way, I believe Noah is also with us.
He's vibing.
Oh.
Colon D face.
Exactly.
Noah, is there anything you can do to help us track Scruff? Can you see any tracks or anything?
Well, okay. Now that you're asking Noah, are you aware of his sheer observational abilities? Because Nim is, or Zim is.
So am I.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to look at a cupboard and say, "Hello."
Chomper nods in acknowledgement. Okay, thought I'd ask.
I do it like that, right? When I find the hidden people.
Chomper just nods. Yep, if you find him, just let us know.
Where is going to look at the cupboard that Noah just pointed at.
Okay, are you opening it?
Yes.
Okay. Scruff is inside the cupboard.
Rank up. Hold the line. This hamlet shall not fall.
Fauna Offloader raided my stream with 6 viewers.
Fauna of Flora! Thank you very much for that raid. Welcome in. How is your stream? Thank you so much for sharing your community with me. You all have come into the middle of our Lost in Chaos Scar campaign. It is one of our Pokemon tabletop RPGs. I hope you guys had a fantastic time over there with Fauna Flora, and again, thank you so much for sharing your community with us. I will be in the chat from here. Carry on, everyone.
We have just found Scruff, who is hiding in a cupboard. Ho ho.
Oh. Wait, how did you know? Did you not?
No, I just pointed at.
I can sense things. Colon
I
D.
am not even surprised. Scruff, you okay? Are you there? Are you awake?
Yeah, Scruff, we've been talking a lot with Calti again. You hear some of this stuff, and really wanted to see if you're okay after all that, especially since it's about the parasite stuff.
All right. Scruff says nothing, and he conjures another shadow claw as it rushes towards Chomper and then goes over his shoulder to pat the Eevee. Yay! Why?
Sheesh.
He, Kaza looks over and also seems slightly confused. This is like, oh, I guess he likes him. That's nice. Scruff? How are you doing? Okay. Another shadow Experian is also petting Kaza.
Okay.
He doesn't object, but he seems more confused than ever since this isn't exactly an answer, but okay. this is potentially a form of affection. Kaza has ceased attempts at conversation, as Noah is not understanding, but yay!
Well, you seem to not want to talk right now.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. I won't force you, but I'm glad to have found you.
I'm glad you're okay. And sorry if the water hurt you. I was just trying to get you to safety. But I know that, it wasn't the best thing.
Wait, what water?
I'd used water to try to get you to let go. You were grabbing the ground really hard when you were in the earthquake. And the earthquake wasn't stopping.
An excellent quote in stream right now.
I don't know.
Yeah, how do I know a murder is right?
Yeah.
Obviously, the answer to that is if they're a problem.
Don't listen to Vane, kids. Sheesh.
Listen to Scruff or Vane.
Noah, the enemy is over there. Understood. Getting rid of over there.
Removing over there.
Sheesh.
Scruff will just pause and go, oh, that's why I'm damp.
What's the last thing you remember? It probably has something to do with me. When I took you off the ground. Onto higher ground that was not connected to the ground.
Oh yeah, you did.
I did that.
I-
You hated it, so I left you on the ground.
I didn't hate it. I when I'm on the ground, it feels comfortable.
Although I wonder if that's something.
You guys are gonna need to back up a little bit. Audio cut out.
Oh,
Oh God.
Oh, how long?
when did it cut out?
Like 30 seconds.
Oh,
Oh, that's not too bad.
yeah, that's not too bad.
So I guess it was Noah's explanation, Noah's whole conversation.
Might as well start from the start of that.
It was apparently after Scruff said it feels comfortable.
Ah.
Scruff, well, being on the ground feels comfortable. It feels like I'm connected to the ground. I'm connected to the earth. It's
Well, you are a ground type.
and then
That is,
I'm off the ground, but then I wasn't off the ground. I was on the ground, but it weren't connected, and it felt wrong.
well, you are a ground
And
type. That might be natural to you. Although I wonder if that may also be something to do with the place you were living before.
Yeah, I don't really look at things too much about. Because, yeah, Wade, he used to be a human like me. He has stuff from his past, and I don't think it's all just how we are as Pokemon feeling good. I mean, heck, I'm not in the water all the time or anything. I'm not really attached to it. It feels easier to do it, sure, but he was scared of something. Or something was bothering him. But I'm not going to push it. I'm just glad you're okay.
the moment you mention human, he kind of freezes up a little bit.
Chomper notices that, but is not pushing it.
Are you alright?
That's human is 2 legs, 2 arms, head, quite tall, isn't it?
That's what I heard. That's what I heard them being described as. Yes.
Oh, so that's what that was.
Oh, so you felt your past life too, because of the parasite as well?
Uh, mm, more saw it, maybe.
Hmm.
Big, shadowy, tall fella with a stick or something.
Stick.
I remember jumping down. I remember being on the ground, and then I was in here. I was back in the library.
You don't
It's
remember?
a mite disorientating, but and there was a big shadowy figure, and then an awful lot of memories and so much blood.
Have you regained some? Have you regained some of your memories?
Chomper's like zoning in on that last word so much.
A
You might,
little bit of my memory.
sounds like you've been through something, and
I need to apologize to Ian, I think.
Bean's taking a nap. Samantha kind of um
Ah,
showed us something about Bean with
I
this
see
whole, and he made us.
a Samantha-induced nap, I see.
Yeah,
Has he
yeah.
also had his face inverted?
No, this time he put her whole arm through his back, through the hole. She says she's okay. He is a ghost type.
Scruff like just swivels to look at Kaza, just like I would like waiting for his reaction to this of just huh?
At this
He does
point,
seem a little tense, and it's just like, well, hold on. Being said that apparently your void parasite managed to manifest, and it looked strange to him, but he said he could deal with it pretty easily.
and
You
if you need
mean
help, Nim has helped me with mine before. It's a lot to do with yourself because it tries to get to you and your past. So you basically have to kind of fight it off. It really likes to mess with your head. So I was worried about you. I wanted to try to help because I went through it as
are
well.
you
You you may not want
for
to
what
talk
you've
about.
said I went straight from panic attack to here to void parasite dealt with, so I wasn't really awake enough to focus or I suppose be disturbed by it.
Mm.
It should be fine. Um
If it happens again, you don't be afraid to come to us. I want to help you.
What do you know what Ian meant by weird?
Well, weird as in the sound, or weird as in your parasite?
Well, Ian said he saw something weird about it.
He didn't really explain it any further than that. We might have to wait until he wakes up.
Yeah.
Huh.
Just want to get you so you don't have to deal with it by yourself and just in case, especially now that he's not here.
I wonder how long he's going to be asleep for.
You
If
could
it's
probably do with a
Samantha,
nap.
yeah, his song was really hard to read, but it seemed heavy too.
Say, he was trying to clean the library while he was awake, correct?
Yeah.
That's look at what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's going to be on this post for a while. How about we help him out?
Are you saying you want us to, looks at the screen, deep clean the library? Huh? Looks back at Wade.
Yes.
Okay.
Why do you say it like that?
I don't know. I felt compelled to. That was weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I guess we could help. I definitely feel like we should help, but we should get back to everybody as soon as we can too, because
I mean, who knows how long? I mean, who knows how long Bane is going to talk with Calti? I don't think we need to go back anytime soon.
I just don't like Vane being alone with people.
I mean, there's
I do not blame you.
and Toronto's there too. I'm pretty sure that was him on the bed.
Sigmund is there too, technically. So
Nim is also still over there.
yeah, I noticed that.
Okay. Oh, never mind. Sorry, there's a lot of things going on. It's.
I don't blame you. There's a lot of stuff in all of our. A lot of them different things, but all of them very stressing to.
Should we catch Scruff on up now, or wait till Paz is here so we don't have to do it twice?
Probably best until he wakes.
Okay. Scruff, you don't really have to help too much with the cleaning. I know you're still. How are you feeling after all that? Can you move? Well, you're really fast, and you ran away from us for a bit, so you seem okay.
Wait, when did I run away?
You're pattering around, and you moved out of the room. I thought.
Oh, that. And he's gonna summon Shadow Claw in front of Chomper this time, and then carefully like tip tap the claws along the ground, and then speed up and it runs in a circle around you.
Oh, clever.
I could have sworn I heard someone call me a mop.
Yeah, and Chomper's gonna cover his chest. By the way, be careful with that. I don't want you to instinctively, accidentally lash out on anybody. You may have hit me pretty hard during the earthquake. I think you're really good at using those hands, but be careful. I wouldn't want you to do that to anybody else. And don't worry, I'm fine. I'm just giving you a heads up.
Scruff is not listening the moment you said he hit you. His eyes go very wide. He's jumped out of the closet. He's moving around you, observing.
I'm Scruff. And Chomper's gonna like lower down and try to block your movement. And
Oh.
does not move.
He speeds up.
Chomper's chest may still be a bit purple.
Chomper literally tries to bend down, but then like kind of winces, like, okay, not
The
leaning down yet.
bones are healed, though. All it's left to do is reabsorb the blood.
Yeah, it's still Chomper's still sort of bent down. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Look, I'm fine. Chomper's putting their hands up and trying to move a little bit. They still don't have full movement, but they're literally doing a little wave. I got healed. And Scruff is still Scruff's still doing Tokyo Drift around me.
Scruff is still spinning around you, but he's looking. He like nips in every now and then. It's not a perfect circle. He'll like nip in every now and then, stare a little closer, and then go back around again. Those work, Sigmund's. Looks like Sigmund's. No real mark.
Well, Noah put the bones back in place, and Sigmund did the healing afterwards.
Noah has won themselves yet another head pat.
Hey, I am winning these things. This is affection, right? You like me?
Scruff didn't say anything, though the hand just materialized and just scritch, and then vanished again.
Yeah. I
So-
win. I win this thing.
You've really learned to use that thing very effective.
He looks like he's doing it instinctually a little bit, or it's doing it like his own mind or something. Scruff, are you doing that?
What? Sorry, what?
Are you using your hands right now, Scruff?
Well, yeah. Wait. And he sort of stutters and then pauses and then looks at the hand. And then down at his fluffy where he can't actually see his feet, but he's looking, and then back up at the hand and just goes, oh, that's weird.
What? What's
I think that was. Now that he's actually like focusing on it, it's like he's noticed he was breathing. Like it's becoming slower and like more robotic. And it's like,
Yeah, such as
oh,
previously, he sure did have a hand. And now that he realized he was using something that gave him a hand so naturally and easily, it's just like, oh, okay.
I'll just explain it by, you ever notice that you're breathing?
Oh, your tongue's in your mouth? Sorry, everybody in the chat. Yeah.
I think I've just realised I was using that hand and not my own hands. I suppose that is my hand. Is that my hand? I like that hand better.
I think
Intriguing.
that hand's. I know, at least with me, if I was to think about how I felt right after that parasite, it does feel odd being so close to another, like in another body, than being back into this again. So, maybe you're feeling more comfy with that hand than your current hands right now because of that.
That
Who
would make
knows?
Perhaps. That would make sense.
But I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I'm good. Yeah, I can. Yeah. Look, see nothing. Look, I can stretch. Kind of a little sore, but I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Wade is gonna chime in. He is actually fine.
Wait.
He is
Wait.
He is actually fine. He
Wait.
got.
Stop. Sigmund healed you.
Yes.
Yeah, he was the only person that could really heal me good enough.
What did I do that needed Sigmund to heal you? That only Sigmund could do it.
Scruff, please
What
listen.
happened?
Noah helped. Wait, what's up?
Champer, if you don't tell him yourself, I will tell him, because he doesn't remember it, and he deserves to know.
I know. I'm just trying to word it in a way where he doesn't run off or something. He's kind of moving really fast and he's not listening.
Are you listening? I'm looking over you. Scruff will slowly come to a stop.
Scruff, I told you already what happened. That's why I said that. I was trying to save you. Noah was helping. And because I was trying to help you, your hands were lashing out. And they caught me in the ribs. It hurt. And it seemed like it hurt something in there. I know hard feelings. I'm not mad at you. I know it was because you were scared. Just be careful with those hands, okay? I'm fine. Okay?
Scruff's eyes are open. One is twitching ever so slightly. But he is calm, and he is stationary, and he is listening. Different fucking body, same fucking problem.
What? Same problem? It's not a problem. It was just a bad stuff that happened. We were getting attacked by an earthquake, and it was someone named Groudon. Supposedly, don't even know what they did it for. They didn't even know what was happening. They just were hitting an earthquake by us. Kaza, can you help explain? I'm kind of.
Yeah, okay. So, judging from the sequence of events, it seems that you don't really remember what happened after the second quake started, the worst one.
Yeah.
Okay. From there, Chomper tried to get you back up with Noah holding him?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was kind of like a crane.
I had water gun.
Yep. And then you kind of lashed out, and with him still holding on to you, hit him with enough momentum to get you both onto the platform. And then you ran down the tendrils that were holding up the platform. So after that, I put on a new shield move that I thought up a couple days ago, and went to get you, and brought you to the library, and left you with Bean for a while. It seems you manifested your void parasite and then passed out, according to Bean. You were asleep for a while, Samantha watching. You woke up, and I guess you went here? And that's the best summary I think I can do.
That's more or less what happened. Yes. Although both of you left out the reason why Scruff lashed out is because Chomper kind of dropped some water on top of him.
Yeah, you were clinging on really hard. Like, just the ground
Scruff-
came up with you.
Scruff is just going to pause, and he's going to look at Wade.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just going to judge to see if he's. It takes half a second to judge. Is he telling the truth? He's being accurate. And then just slowly turns to look at Chomper and raises an eyebrow like, you don't. Just silently at the water comment. Just. Really?
Yes, I didn't want to bite you. I didn't want to lullaby you. I didn't. Honestly, I didn't have the lungs for it. Had being squeezed by Noah. and I was already doing. It was the quickest thing I could think to get you to let go, so we can get you to safety.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry I didn't have anything better to use.
Scruff
help.
doesn't respond negatively. He just kind of thinks of it and then kind of shrugs like, "Oh, no, that does explain why I'm damp. Okay." Oh, that explains why I'm damp. That yes, okay. That's
Yeah.
one mystery solved. And yeah, he's going to turn back to Kaza briefly and just go, thank you for teleporting me out of that second mess.
I mean, you didn't seem to like being on the rock that wasn't shaking because it was floating, and the ground wasn't shaking. So the only other place that I knew you were comfortable was the library. So I just figured I should get you there as fast as I could.
That's very helpful. Thank you kindly.
I'm glad it worked out. But if I may ask, what did you
Full head
remember?
tilt. Well, I know why I don't like white things anymore. I get why I don't like shaking anymore.
Oh,
I think I maybe understand why my snow move explodes every time I use it.
oh,
I
bad memory.
remember not the best memory.
Oh,
Fair bit it made some sense though, but not an ideal memory, no.
are you okay? I notice
I
I
think
notice
so.
every now and then you make these strange comments and people just kind of go past them. What
You
did you
talked
mean
about
when it
blood.
said same problem?
Wait, what
Different
comments?
Yeah,
Wait,
you with
Yeah.
like when they were talking about the gods, and you called them trivial, and not too long ago, different body, same problem.
Yeah.
Scott's pausing and is visibly thinking hard now. He's not deflecting, he's actually trying to think.
Huh. Does anybody else smell bacon?
Fucker.
Wade is gonna tilt his head and just and ask Scruff semi-seriously. Scruff, do you have another personality in your head just like I do?
Oh no! Remember
No.
what Calti said earlier? That I think he was intentionally suppressing his memories. I, I
Yeah.
think I think he's got more, but his mind doesn't want to acknowledge them. If
Ah,
I am correct.
That's what it feels like you're hiding
Odds.
stuff on purpose, but I
I
guess it's not. It's
I I remember that bit. I remember the gods one. Calti said I was suppressing stuff. Like I was like some part of not the parasite. Me, Scruff was suppressing my memories. Like I didn't want to remember.
then
But
there must be something that you don't want to.
the fact that I remember the gods proves that they were worthless trivia. Like they weren't important, so of course I remember them.
Okay.
And what was the more recent one?
Different body, same problem.
Yeah. You did say that.
Different body, same. Different. Well, different would be this body. This body, old problem.
It was when I was telling you about the hand that hit
Ration.
me.
lashing out in extreme stress.
Yeah.
Perceiving an attack, maybe? And lashing out. That that sounds like something I wouldn't want to remember. That Scruff is doing that multiple head tilt thing of just fuck.
It was an attack or being scared. The only thing I can compare it to is, sorry to bring up bad memories, Kaza, but when Scroll ran away from all that happened with the bindings and the doctors, when he lashed out at Kaza when we were trying to stop him.
Even now, I can tell I remembered something and it's fucking gone. I remember snow. I remember the ground fucking shaking and staring at a wall of snow. Moving very, very fast. In a direction I'd really rather it wouldn't have. I know you remember people went missing in it. I know I was supposed to be helping them and I didn't. And I didn't because I went somewhere.
I'm sure you
I
did the
can't
best you
tell if
could.
it's my. I can't tell if it's my parasite stopping it or fucking me. If it's fucking me, I'm gonna slap me. Pass. Fucking fuck. Scruff is like visibly agitated and not with the room. He's like he's most pissed off with himself and past him at the moment because it's very hard to remember details of something that's impacted his team now.
Scruff. And Chomper is going to slowly try to put a hand like on Scruff's head. Until it's there. If it's able to get there. Without Scruff dodging or...
Chomper would have felt Scruff's fur being all on end, all bristling and actively agitated, but once his hand settles on his head, the fur starts to relax and settle back down.
It's okay to feel these feelings, but you don't be mad at yourself for wanting to not hurt. All of us have something going on with us that we'd rather not remember. Bad feelings. Just because you're yourself, even yourself holding yourself back from remembering, that's not something to be mad at yourself about. I have my own stuff too. I wish I didn't remember at the time, but I'm glad it's over and I'm dealing with it as best as I can. At least the ones I can deal with right now. Go easy on yourself. You're not alone, okay?
Oh, you know I'm not alone. I'm surrounded by people.
Yeah, but you act like you have to do it yourself, or you just if it comes down to it, just know you're not alone with what you're dealing with, and it's okay. It's honestly something that's gonna happen where you don't want to listen to that, where you don't want to deal with the past.
Do you think that if you had the option to forget again, you might want to remember and then leave a note for yourself if you ultimately decided that you didn't want these memories?
See, I might think that, but that might be a thing to try, but I've tried not remembering, I've tried remembering, and this is the result. This is not an optimal result, to be honest with you. That
Yeah.
beating up other teammates and making everyone worry. It's not ideal.
Trumper
Well,
nods.
you were in a panic, and all things considered, you were hit with a type effective move also. That probably wasn't great.
Big thing, I agree with Kaza. Don't beat yourself up over what happened. But I do agree that not dealing with it doesn't solve it. And it does boil over in one way or another. Like, take it a little at a time, as best as you can. It helps to talk about it. Or at least...
You mean...
Well, there is one thing to consider. You were very far into your panic, beyond even the point of speech. You didn't respond to anything that we were saying, and you did not say any words yourself, leading our options to help you to be, well, guesswork. But
Yeah.
they did ultimately work once we removed you from the environment that was causing you stress.
Mm-hmm. That's all I really wanted to do, is get you away from that. May have not been the best way, and I'm really, really sorry. But, yeah.
You helped me.
Repeat? Sorry.
You...
Is it rope to you?
No. Fuck.
Sorry.
You helped me.
Oh, Chomper's crying. Chomper has tears a little bit in there. Good.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to do.
Scott's gonna turn to Kaza. It's like, can you check him over? I think he's hurting again. He's got tears in his eyes. His eyes are red. He's all. What is it?
No. I'm fine. It's fine.
Very
I'm good.
happy right now.
When is going to give a bit of a smile? See, I told you did the right thing.
I just didn't know if I did. I just felt like I did wrong.
You were doing your best, and eventually it'll work out.
I hope so. And Chomper's just like idly now petting and just sitting there. Pat.
Scruff looks mildly confused, but is accepting the pats.
And I think that may be where we end for this session, because Zim only wanted us to go for 4 hours, and we are rapidly approaching that deadline.
Calti conversation.
Hey.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, unfortunately, I only have so much energy, and I need to preserve what I can.
Fair enough.
That was a very, very heavy emotional episode, though, with a lot of dialogue. You pulled a Hunter x Hunter manga on that one, y'all. High five, everybody. Whee! Faints.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining us today for Lost in Chaos Scar. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They are on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by just giving me your time and coming by and hanging out, as well as going and checking out our YouTube, subscribing to it, ringing that bell, and of course watching all the videos there. And otherwise, you can also help out by subscribing to us through Streamloots. But for now, thank you so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Later, everyone.
Goodbye.
Have a
Bye-bye.
great night.
See ya. Go check out the playlist. Oha.